So let's get started with a young person named John. What a lovely name. Okay. Thank you for your books and podcasts. They have been life-changing for me. Well, thank you, John. I've lost over 30 pounds since December 2023. Wow, that's less than, well, that's, while I'm answering this, that's really good. Using Easy Strength, the Armor Building Complex, and improved diet, and thanks to you. Thank you. I have a carport that I've converted into a home gym with kettlebell, sandbags, suspension trainer, and free weights that I use for the Easy Strength, Armor Building Complex, and walk ruck after workouts 4 to 5 times a week. Folks, there's the formula, huh? Home gym, do the work, go for a walk or ruck after. There's the secret, okay? On the occasions when it is rainy for a few days, I can still lift in the carport, but may not be able to walk ruck due to storms. Yeah, I know the feeling. We've stopped walking in the when the snow's bad, mostly because it's just real hard. You're trying to go out for a ruck or a walk, and with the snow and the ice, and the way people drive here in Utah, you take your life in your hands, and I actually mean that. Do you have any recommendations for those days? Yes, I do. Should I just do extra kettlebell swings, or do you have other ideas to get some zone 2 cardio without being able to take a walk? John, yeah, I do. In fact, I'm going to tell you what we do here at the Institute. We do the 30-30 for 30 workout. Now, I learned this from my friend in Germany, Gernot, who's just a great man, and he uses it in his gyms, and I love the idea. So you do an exercise for 30 seconds, then you take 30 seconds off for 30 minutes. And it doesn't sound like much, but, and I would shift things around a little bit. Let me just give you with the equipment you have, okay? Well, here's an idea. Okay, the first 30 seconds, let's have you do kettlebell swings. Then you rest for 30 seconds. On the next minute at the top, when you start your next, maybe do push-ups or presses, a push exercise. 30 seconds, you rest for 30 seconds, you start again. You can probably come back to swings. This is going to be a hard workout. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. You've done a push, so do a pull. Do something with your suspension trainer. The next round would be swings. The next round might be goblet squats, push, pull. Or you're doing the hinge with the swings. Push, pull, squat, loaded carry. For the loaded carries, here you go. Kettlebell press, suspension trainer, TYI, whatever you like. Goblet squats, march in place suitcase carries. If you alternate those with swings, that's going to be 7.5 minutes of swings and 7.5 minutes of strength exercises in a 30-minute period, because you have that 30-second rest every time. And when I say something like that out loud, a lot of people are like, that's not very hard. When you do it, it's exhausting. If it's multiple times a week, another thing you can do is, so if you're doing the swing push, swing pull, swing squat, swing march in place, that's going to be tough. Maybe the next day you can do something like 30 seconds of a mobility movement, 30 seconds rest, 30 seconds of mobility movement, 30 seconds rest. That is a program. Mike Warren Brown put one of those together, and it's pretty good. It doesn't seem like much, but you get on the floor and you do the butterfly stretch. Or you stand up and you do the ragdoll stretch. The names are important. And then after that, for 30 seconds, you just kind of shake out and relax. So you can do a hard workout, the swings and the fundamental human workout. The next day you could do the tonic, the mobility movements. You could also, if you really want to push it, you could do something as simple as, I like this marching in place suitcase carry, okay? So for 30 seconds, you could do march in place left hand carry, rest 30 seconds, and then you could do, a calisthenic or a sandbag lift or whatever you'd like to do. Next time around, march in place, right hand suitcase carry, and you could intermix the march in place suitcase carries with strength exercises. And again, at the end of at the end of the 30 minutes, you've had 7.5 minutes of marching in place, which is pretty good, and 7.5 minutes of strength work, and that's not a bad workout. If you look up 30-30 for 30 with my name, you'll find a series of articles over on ontargetpublishingbooks.com, otpbooks.com. And I wrote this for personal trainers who are working with large groups, but it really works good when you train by yourself. One little warning note, if you decide to do the 30-30 for 30, John, is that you do get, you kind of get lost in the time. So I use a clock, an old school, an analog clock. Someone told me the other day, that's what it's called. Like, oh, okay. But it's got a second hand. And, I use that. So when it hits the 12 on the second hand, I start. When it hits a 6, I stop. I rest until it comes back to the 12. I would also have maybe, and you don't need much. I mean, a little card about this big would be fine. And just kind of the order in which you do things. You could check the box after every round, or if you decide just to do 5 things, you would just go almost like a conga line, dun, 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 dun. You're going to go push, pull, squat, march, push, pull, and that would work out pretty well too. But boy, you are doing a lot of good stuff, and I'm impressed. And John, I'm really 30 pounds, and obviously that'd be just over half a year when you sent the question in. That is really good work, and keep it up. And I guess that's my goal for you, is to keep on keeping on. Okay. Thank you. Great question and a good start to this week's podcast.